All right, guys. So now we are going to be picking up, talking about the technical things and the controls located in the garage. So last time we talked about all of the things in the house, and now we're going to be talking about the things in the garage. So to start off, you can see down by the garage door, we have the beam that tracks if there's anything in the way of the garage door. So you have to have this clear for the garage door to be able to close. That's a safety feature. And so we'll start with the garage door. There is a control box for the garage door over here. So here's the control box. Pressing this button is what raises and lowers the garage door. Over up here, you can see the actual garage door unit with the motor and everything that pulls it. This red cable, I think I mentioned this when I walked through the garage in the general walkthrough, this red cable up there, that is actually the manual disengage. So you can see now the garage door. If I want to, I can then kind of pull it down myself. So you lock it, you push the garage door back, and then that thing locks in place. And give it a good shove there. This is the emergency lock for the garage door. Over here in the garage, this right here is actually the sprinkler controls. So I'll probably get a larger control panel for the sprinklers mounted when I get more zones, because I'm gonna have to add sprinklers to the backyard. Kind of already talked about that there. That is the sprinkler control box. The other big thing in the garage is the main breaker box for the house. So that's this thing over here. Not too much to comment on. You know, a lot of them are 20 amp breakers, pretty normal depending on where you are. You know, you can see they're labeled here as to what things are: kitchen, disposal, washer, bath, garage, fireplace, heater, dryer. I mean, you have normal breakers, so if something gets tripped, you have a power surge or whatever, you can come reset the breakers here in the breaker box in the garage. So that's those are the main features in the garage. Also, while I'm out here, just point out that we have some ground fault interrupts on the garage panels in case you were doing anything with water in the garage. So that's nice to have the GFIs in the garage as well. And also, I guess, you see 3 sets of outlets here in the garage. So that's good if you have power tools, things like that. Right after this, actually, I'm going to be climbing up here in the attic. Let me put my phone down for a second. Hopefully the light settings here won't be so terrible. I'm just gonna use the inside mode I've been shooting at. So up here we have the attic, and the main attic entrance here is out in the garage. So mostly a garage attic here. But let me climb up the ladder here and make sure it's all set so I can put my weight on it. Wonder how this will look on video. Hopefully it won't be super duper washed out and grainy here. But right in front of me is the water heater. And so I do have a tank heater. It's not tankless. This means that it is possible to exhaust the hot water if you have tons of people take showers all at the same time. Over here to the right, again, hopefully the video quality isn't too trash. This is the air handler and the blower for the HVAC system. So you can see all the venting here. This is where all of the HVAC comes in. The tubes down there, that's the refrigerant lines. And then off in the distance up here in the attic, you see the insulation. Now let me take a couple more steps up. And I do really like how the attic has a window back here as well. And so, let me turn around without falling. The window over there provides illumination within the attic. And everywhere you see plywood here is actually weight bearing. So I think it holds up to about 300 pounds is what the guy said. So I could actually store stuff up here in the attic, of course, understanding that depending on the how hot it is outside, it might get really hot in the attic. But definitely could store, I don't know, like maybe Christmas lights or whatever up here if I wanted to, next to the water heater and the air handler for the HVAC system. So not planning on actually doing tons up here in the garage, but this is mostly where I would lead contractors if my water heater's not working or if the HVAC's not working. Well, nice to know where stuff is so you can tell them, oh yeah, just go up there. That's where you'll be doing your maintenance stuff. So nice to know about those sorts of things there. With that, I think that's most of the garage stuff. So we have the breaker box and everything we talked about before. And actually get this ladder folded back up before we go here. And so how these things work normally is you kind of fold the ladder up, make sure you get it locked in place, and has kind of a spring loading mechanism there, and let it go up like that. So that is the garage attic, and I think that's all the control stuff in the garage. So finally, I'll close off this control section by walking around outside and showing where all of the outside controls and technical bits and bobs are.